There's 1,000 things they'll teach you just before they turn to leech you of your soul and all your time. And they'll be so pleased to meet you and to know if they can treat you to a meal and pour the wine. Then they'll tell you that you want it, and they'll show you how to flaunt it at the same time as you climb. When you're so out by all the glamour, you can't even feel the hammer as it shatters through your spine. But I didn't get the words they said, and I never learned to write between the lines before you read, and they tell you you're alone. And you start to sense the tightness of the rope you walk or hang. They've got 8 fingers in your pies, and the last 2 in your eyes hide the glistening of their fangs. We could hear the words not said slip between their gritting teeth and make their way inside your head, and they tell you you're so close. Into your head, your heart and your mind. And if you dare not meet projections you find, despite their best objections, they will cast you from their side. And you will shout that you don't want it, and you'll scream at them to stop it, till your wounds are packed with salt. When at last you've been depleted, on the table set and seated, they will tell you it's your fault. But I didn't get the words they said, I never learned to write between the lines before you read. They tell you you're alone, now we could hear the words not said slip between their gritting teeth and make their way inside your head, and they tell you you're alone. That you're sweeping camera lens, by my own will and by societies. Now I know that there are different homes and a billion types of different folks, that each one there's a different way to be. Oh, still I can't escape the feeling that all spots have been different maps, that people need a community. But I've been watching that fall away, I'm watching that fall, and we're still breathing, but we'll go belly up. I've been watching that fall away, I've been watching that fall, and we're still breathing, but we'll go belly up. Between the walls of hedge and our backyards in the scorching summer scene, it's the way we treat our brothers, need as an impedance to what we perceive as necessity, but it ain't that, it's greed. But I've been watching that fall away, I've been watching that fall away. We're still breathing, but we'll go belly up. I've been watching that fall away, yeah, I've been watching that fall away. We're still breathing, but we'll go bell. Now it's a simple fact that we react from our egos long for our attack, because selfish selves, you're just doing what you've seen. But in that waving flag that all you hold, there are millions and millions of little holes. The rest of the human race is meant to be. Bring it up, here we go. I've been watching that fall away, I've been watching that fall away. We're still breathing, but we'll go belly up. Watching that fall away, been watching that fall away. We're still breathing, but we'll go belly up. Watching that fall away, I've been watching that fall. We're still breathing, but we'll go belly up. So I guess I must confess, I seldom call and often waste my time around you. And yes, it's true, I'm not the best at singing songs and all the rest, but at least this one's about you. When we started playing shows, backyard parties we had thrown when no one else had come, yet you're the ones we'd sing to. Hats off, you made my everyday, and I can't lie, I know I don't deserve your dedication till you serve it with the elation in your eyes. This one's for Mom and Dad, you know I love you guys. I'm talking on my phone, or I'm on the bus and you're all alone. You pay my way, but still you're waiting. I still ain't got a real job, I'm a full-time unemployed musician, and the evening light is waning. When I get to hold your hand, I'm the luckiest damn man. I get to say, see her, yeah, she's the one I sing to. Hats off, you made my everyday, and I can't lie, I know I don't deserve your dedication till you serve it with the elation in your eyes. This one's for Mom and Dad, you know I love you guys. In the early days, all the hell we raised for parents and neighbors. Who are they to say? You'll never see the day. At last the practice beats the paper. not quite ready yet. I'll take their bet that we can't make it through. And when you come to me and tell me all the things you've seen, I wonder what we could have been that's true. But I believe things are better than they seem. And when I find your name, I see their bet and I think I'll raise it too. Nothing else to do. And when I think of all those places I'd have rather been, they're drowning in a sea named after you. Oh, now I believe that we can find relief. And when I find your beaming, I see their bet and I think I'll raise it too.
I want to see the word. No.
I never knew my father. I grew up as a child. After 10 years in the wilderness, he never shook wild. I stole the chalice from the ark, and I threw away the harp. Filled my overflowing grin with a toast to myself again. Maybe if I shut my mouth, maybe if I screamed aloud, maybe if I let you love me, maybe you could break me down. But for now, on my best behavior and in the best of days, I'm beating down these demons, but I can't escape their cage. It's not so much the piety in answering the call, but the bittersweet humility that I was never king at all. Maybe if I shut my mouth, maybe if I screamed aloud, maybe if I let you love me, maybe you could break me down. Maybe if I shut my mouth, maybe if I screamed aloud, maybe if I let you love me, maybe you could break me down. On the brink of my extinction, could you spare a prayer for all the space I put between us and every face across the floor? Could you spare a second glance from the soldiers at my door, or at least a second chance to be the man I was before? Maybe if I shut my mouth, maybe I screamed aloud. Maybe if I let you love me, then maybe I can make you proud. Maybe if I shut my mouth. Maybe if I screamed aloud. Maybe if I let you love me, maybe you can break me down. But for now,
ça va ce soir? Je sais qu'il se fait tard. J'en ai marre de te voir assis là dans le noir. Allez, je pense qu'il est encore un démon. Tu sais qu'il n'a pas tort. Faut me croire pour que tu cesses de boire. Écoute ton cœur sans mensonge, tes frères, tes sœurs et tes anges. Écoute le vent qui change, il te changera. Assez, ce n'est pas un hasard. T'as laissé ta part était dans l'or. Je pense qu'il tente pour un nouveau départ. Olé, t'es encore dans les bars à trinquer ta bouteille de fort pour avoir juste un autre cauchemar. Écoute ton corps sans mensonge, tes frères, tes sœurs et tes anges. Écoute le vent qui change, il te changera. Écoute ton corps sans mensonge, tes frères, tes sœurs et tes anges. Écoute le vent qui change, il te changera. Je sais qu'il est pas trop tard. C'est la mort de te voir assis là dans le noir. Allez, je pense qu'il est encore un démon. Tu sais que je n'ai pas tort. Faut me croire pour que tu cesses de boire.
asked to see the kind of man I grow to be. No, you weren't around to see your son. And I knew I'd scrape my knees along the road you paved for me. And I never asked to be your son. Because the answers are in our tests. But the TV screens, at least the ones I've seen, will demand a pound of flesh, a pound of flesh. Swings way too late as the killing blow is dealt. And when the lips of men from their beds repent, it's not really how they felt. Because the keen ones know that the rich ones owe their fortunes to the dead, and that the cash that flows from the dead man's bones is twice the bounty on his head. The bounty on his head, yeah, 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 yeah. It's on his head, yeah, 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 yeah. It's on his head. parents have been. Despite the fact that he hasn't bought anything, he'll man up with a picture. He's coming back home now, his hands tightly balled up as fists are so much better. Cause he can pretend to be anything he can't be. All but empty cases, pretending he's anything but what his parents have. Has depleted. That's not to say she was raising them anyway. Nonetheless, she feels empty. She's screaming her secrets, they've blown out the back of her head.